Hey guys, it's Keith here at Essex Recording Studios, just outside of London in England, and I've got a vintage time capsule Case Queen 80s American Fender Strat. This thing is really cool. It's had one owner from new, and there are some special things about it. Aside from the fact that it is in virtually unplayed condition. Let's rip right into it, guys. Let's go over here to the headstock, to the serial number. You'll note the E, that is for that's the decade code, 80s. So S was the 70s, E is the 80s, N is the 90s, and Z or Z is the zeros. Funny thing that happened in the middle of the 80s is when the E4 or 84 came out, they overprinted, I guess, too many headstock decals, and that E4 was used from 1984 to 1988 when E8 came in. So there's no E5s, no E6s, no E7s, and it's the only time, to my knowledge, in history of Fender that took place. So kind of a very special guitar with that regard. I got this from the original owner. It's had one owner its entire life. He bought it new in London in 1987. That's what he told me. So whether it was built earlier and then sold on, I mean, sometimes guitars, by the time they're built, make its way to the European distributor, then to the retail shop, and then sells. Believe it or not, that can be a couple of years. But it's somewhere between 84 and 87 is when this was manufactured. If you look at it, it's in incredible condition. It's the cleanest 80s Fender that I've ever seen. The bridge, I mean, there's no corrosion. There's no pick scratches. This is as good as it gets, people. The only way you get something nicer than this is by building a time machine and going to the factory the day this was made. Frankly, I've seen guitars in worse condition hanging up on the walls in a guitar shop. People play them, they take them off the wall, they get pick scratches, they get little bumps and chips. It happens all the time. But, I mean, this thing is incredible. No peeling of lacquer on the fretboard. I don't know why you would go and buy a brand new one, you know, from a custom shop. People will go to the custom shop, buy relics, aged models, the closet models. Here's your closet model right here, guys. It's been in this case for the past 24 years. Hasn't even been taken out of it. It had a Fender case originally, but the guy bought this as a backup guitar. He was a gigging musician here in London, and he never played this. He had a custom model that was his main go-to, and he just always played that model. And he borrowed the case from this for that guitar, brought it to a gig, and the case got nicked, got stolen. So this guitar has sat in that case, he said, for the past 24 years, and the guitar looks like it. If you've seen a better one, send me a link, because I have not. This is totally premium. We'll go ahead and flip it over on its back. Here's the headstock. You can see the Fender's sealed tuners. It's a great resource for seeing what an 80s Fender should look like. This has not been modified. Nothing's been changed on it. You know, there's some dust on here, but the lightest, you know, little lines in the lacquer that, again, you'd get more serious blemishes from someone just taking this for a test drive on the showroom floor of the guitar store. The case is actually really nice that comes with it. I'll show it to you here in a second. Let me adjust the lighting here. There we go. Beautiful maple neck. Iconic Fender skunk stripe. Gotta have that. And that's it. Let me open up this case to show you really nice stitching on this. Great latches. Everything's here. The case, aside from a few white rub marks that can probably just be washed off with a cloth or a sponge, even this vintage case looks brand new. It's been very well cared for. That is for sure. And I'm having a difficult time opening this with one hand. So let me put this down for a second. Bear with me, guys. It's going dark. There we go. Cool. So that's what the case looks like inside. Very nice. Little storage compartment there. Some keys. Awesome. We'll do a once over with the guitar one more time in case I missed anything. But I think it covers all the bases. While we're doing that, I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel. We're really growing a great community here, great family. We've got about 220 subscribers at the moment, and we need your help. We need your comments too. We get a lot of great comments from very knowledgeable people who've owned loads of guitars and know a lot more than me. I'm here to document them up close and personal, but I do not know everything, guys. I like the double string trees, by the way. I think that's pretty cool. It's funny how Gibson goes back and forth on those. We just had a 2003 custom shop classic player, and there were no string trees. But they do seem to change their mind quite a bit, going back from 2 to 1. I haven't heard any arguments as to which one is better. But what a classy looking guitar, guys. It's going up for sale on our Reverb store and on the website. It's www.essexrecordingstudios.com. This is available for you to record. If you're in the UK, if you want to come to the UK, we've got rooms here at the studio. Bands book out for 2 weeks at a time. Happens all the time. And this is one of many guitars available at your disposal should you choose to record with us. And we'd love you to. Again, so check out our socials. There's a lot of info about us. You can see some other bands we've worked with, other equipment we've got, what we're about. I work with my buddy James Curtis Thomas. He's a phenomenal rock producer. And we'd love to have you guys. I'm signing off. It's been Keith from Essex Recording Studios.